Hello and welcome back to Bits and Bobs. Now this week I've been down to my local antique shop and bought lots of silver coins. Some silver I bought at a very good price with the bullion value, and some is some very old Victorian silver that I've added to my date run of old Victorian sterling silver coins. There's lots of silver to show you, and I'll show you all this wonderful silver right now. So I've put all the wonderful silver coins in this box. I'll give you a sneak peek now. Right, very nice. Move it to the side and we'll go through as usual from the worst to the best in my opinion. Beginning with these 4 coins here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if you know the channel, then you know that I try to, most weeks, or at least every week I can, buy a few silver 3pences to add to my silver 3pence box. We have here this week a 1918, George V, not very nice condition. We have here oh this is a nice one, 1908, Edward VII there, it's an older 3pence. Brilliant stuff. A bit of a dirty 1919. Oh, that's very bad, but George V. Then finally, 1914 in a bit better condition. Very nice indeed. So we'll add these to the 3pence box. Right, we'll zoom out a bit there. Here it is. We have 2 sides here, but on this side here we can see the 3pences. Quite a lot in there now. I'm going to add these final, well not final, but we'll add these for today. As we can see there, a lovely, lovely gathering now of sterling silver 3pences. Very nice. Now then, on to the more better coins in my opinion. Let's first go, well, let's do these first. So there's a few coins that I've bought as silver weight and a few amazing coins for the collection and the more numismatic pieces. So the final ones that I've bought for silver weight are these bad boys. Now these are all 50% silver half crowns. We're already zoomed in, so you can have a good look at these. We've got here 1928, George V, brilliant. 1928 again, better condition I'd say, George V, George V again, 29, so very close together dates. Oh, there we go, 29 again, that is George V there, portrait by Bertram McKennell. And this side is designed by George Kruger Gray. A nice design. And the final one, this is a bit more of a modern one, 1942. So as we know, any silver coin minted between 1920 and 1947 will be made of 50% silver. So we have here 5 half crowns. So there's 2.5 half crowns worth of pure silver in this. These weigh each 7.07, well, they're 14.14 grams. So there's 7.07 grams of silver. We've got just over 35 grams, and I paid for these £5 each, so that's 10, 25. £25 for those, which I think, not a bad deal. On screen there will be how much it is per ounce, per troy ounce, for this silver. So we can see there, and of course this is a pre-recorded video, so when you watch that could be an amazing deal, or an absolutely terrible deal, depending on what the silver price does. So there we go, some nice added silver there, just sort of bullion weight to the collection. Now then, on to the more numismatic pieces. And we will begin with this coin here, in my opinion, which is, oh well, I'm not doing this, I was going to say I was doing this in worst to best, but this coin is truly great, and I would have saved it for later. But we can get a, we'll have a good coin now. There's a few, well, they're not, the other ones aren't bad, they're just a bit more worn. Now, see what I mean when I say that, because this, we'll go straight to the reverse here. Look at that. Really nice. Now, these 6pences are often much more worn than this. I mean, this one is in absolutely fantastic condition for the age. Really nice toning, really great, minimal wear, amazing stuff. So we can see here, this is a 6pence piece, of course, sterling silver, from 1873. And 1873, as you've guessed, is a new date for my collection and date run of 6pences. So amazing stuff. Now, the price paid for this was simply £4. That's a great deal in my opinion. Just £4 for this old Victorian silver 6pence. The mintage is there on screen, so you can see, obviously the condition's good, is the mintage low, which is always a benefit, but if not, I still need the date for my collection. So we have an absolutely wonderful 6pence here from the 1870s to now add to my collection a date run of 6pences. Let's add it in right now. So we have here tray 1 of 2 for the 6pences, and as we can see, not doing amazing. I have a good amount, but not doing amazingly progress-wise on filling it up. We can add one more today. There it is, 1873, 1873. So out with this bit of card, get rid of this, and then in with that lovely real 1873 sixpence. Brilliant stuff, and another coin filled in to the date run. Amazing. Now then, speaking of the date run, I have also bought this coin. I'll get a zoom in, as it is a small coin. Now this is another silver threepence, but this is no longer sterling, as of course it is after 1920. We can see here 1943, so this coin is 50% silver, and one of the final dates ever made. The final date is 1945, however, all but 2 of those are melted down, so for most date run collections, including mine, the final date is 1944. This is the penultimate date for my date run, and one I was missing. That's because it is a rare year. Mintage there on screen you can see to compare how rare it is. This coin I paid £7.99 for. I got this one online for £7.99. Now please comment down below, was this a good deal? But I just thought I couldn't really see any cheaper online. I thought I may as well grab it while I can, as you know, this is the date I need for the collection. And we're getting decently close to finishing the threepences, so a good one to get to help me towards that goal. There's the English cross there, in the English shield, and the English Tudor rose. It's a very English design there by KG. If we zoom in, maybe we can see that. KG for Kruger Grey, George Kruger Grey. And this coin is, of course, from the reign of King George VI. Now, the obverse here isn't as good. Luckily, in the date run, obviously, it will look like this. So it will look fine in the date run. The obverse, though, is a bit tarnished and a bit, toned up. But not overall, not too bad. So once again, now I'll get in the threepence tray this time, and we'll add this to my threepence date run. Let's add it in right now. Now, annoyingly, for the threepence date run, only 3 dates don't fit on the tray. So you can see here, I'll zoom out first. This is my overflow tray. We have the round pounds there, some overflow farthings, and the 3 overflow threepences. But I can finish the threepences on the overflow tray. We have 1942, 43, and 44. And of course, I now have that 43, so I can finish by removing the card and adding in this real lovely, on the reverse there, nice condition 1943 threepence. Finishing those little 3 there in the overflow tray. Very nice thing to do. Right then, we have 2 coins left to show, both sterling silver, and I will say to you, and I will apologise, that I've lied to you. As this first coin of the 2, I did in fact buy for the silver weight, rather than needing it for the collection. This is a George IV shilling from 1826, a very common year, and I do actually have a few of these in my collection already, but for just £5, for a nice old, pretty much 200-year-old shilling of sterling silver for £5, I could not say no. And I mean, look at that. Although it is just, bought as bullion, what a truly beautiful coin there to the reverse and to the obverse. I mean, an amazing, amazing coin, although it is going to be ending up. Well, I'll put it in there right now. Now, you just saw this box, and we can see there to this side is the threepences, and then to this side is my sterling silver coins of doubles. So, for instance, what's this? George V, 1918 half crown. I have that in better condition in my collection. I have this in better condition in my collection. So, into the sterling doubles, just for the silver, just because, good coins to keep. And in the sad event, maybe, if I ever really needed to sell some of my coins to get something, to buy something, I could just get rid of all these and all this rather than my actual date runs. Now then, speaking of date runs, we'll add the final coin in for today. Pretty basic. I think this is the bargain of the day if we can get the date off it. Now, you see what I mean? As this is an old half-crown coin that I bought for £10. So, not much money on the line, especially compared to the silver weight. Now, the thing is, although this is not very nice at all, I wouldn't have bought this for a more common date, but I believe, we'll first look at this reverse design. Nice design. I do like the design by Jean-Baptiste Malin, but it is a bit greened and a bit worn. But like I say, I believe this date is a pretty good one. Now, once again, the obverse here is arguably even worse, really sort of dirty, a bit worn, very worn. But what is the date is the key part. Now, for what I've seen, this is 1842. So let's just work through it one by one. We can see there definitely a 1 and an 8. And it's obviously going to be 18 with this portrait. Now that's definitely a 4. So this is an 1840s coin. And that to me is definitely a 2. Sometimes it's easier when you zoom out. Is that a 2? I believe it's a 2. 1842 half crown, or at least it will be for now for me in my collection until I source an upgrade. Now the key thing is here, we can see, whoopsie doodles, we can see on there the mintage of an 1842 half-crown. I believe, off the top of my head, and you'll see it there obviously, but it is less than £500,000 for a very old Victorian coin. So therefore, you know, a very premium coin, not really in this grade. I mean, I would still pay more if I could. I think collectors would still pay more in a bit better condition if the date was visible. And I think, you know, look, you see that? Yeah, 1842, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, enough rambling. I believe this is an 1842 half-crown, and it will be for now, at least in my collection. An upgrade will be more expensive than most of them because it is a rare date, but we can see here 1842 is missing from my half-crown collection, so for the time being, I'll remove the card and add in this real I believe, and I'm pretty sure, the real 1842 half-crown. It's definitely a real coin, but I'm believing the date is 1842. Anyway, there it is in the collection, another half-crown filled in. So there we go. Comment down below what was the best coin, and did I get any good deals this week, or did I overpay? Please, of course, as well, leave a like if you've enjoyed and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next time for some more coins and bits and bobs. Bye for now.